Welcome back to Dark Corners Streaming. Its title and the fact that this is about a serial killer makes 1947's Lured, also known as Personal Column and which you can find on Amazon Prime, sound like a film noir. In fact, it is generally lighter in tone, starring Lucille Ball on effervescent form as dancer-turned-detective Sandra Carpenter. Directed by Douglas Sirk, better known for his 50s melodramas, the film is set in a London high on Jack the Ripper atmosphere and low on authenticity, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for this type of film. Girls are vanishing at the hands of a killer who sends the police poetic notes in advance.
Elephants circle her smooth white arm, good luck tokens to guard her from harm.
When Sandra's friend joins their number, she is drafted in to help by Charles Coburn's Inspector Harley Temple.
Thank you, then I'm to be the bait.
Answering the personal ads with which the killer attracts his victims, resulting in some comic vignettes.
Are you the bird lover?
As well as the more serious suspects.
There's a homicidal maniac loose somewhere in the vast honeycomb of London.
Played by a procession of Hollywood's most suspicious actors. George Sanders.
Of course I am. I am an unmitigated cad.
Joseph Calleja.
What are you really looking for?
Sir Cedric Hardwicke.
Splendid, Robert.
George Zucco. And Boris Karloff.
I must prepare myself.
The last three familiar from Universal Horror, and while this is knowing casting to keep us guessing which of these usual suspects might be the perpetrator, it's also great fun to see them all in one film, each enjoying their moment.
Thank you for your applause.
Which is good because, for my money, it really fails to throw you off the scent in any way, and I think most viewers will be shouting the murderer's name long before Inspector Temple and his team get there. Fortunately, if it fails as a whodunit, it succeeds as entertainment. Sandra is an engaging lead and Ball is quite perfectly cast as the sparky heroine, ahead of everyone else.
Here's your toy.
Thanks.
That's all right.
Here's yours.
Happy to put her life on the line to track down the man who killed her friend.
Well then, come.
An altogether different tone to the usual thriller heroine of the era, more likely to quip than scream and run out the door.
Brandy, sir?
The film does therefore become less interesting when it ill-advisedly pivots away from her, Sandra's character becoming more run-of-the-mill for the last half hour or so.
Looks like you walked through a shower of stars, doesn't it, miss?
That's how I feel.
Still, thanks to Ball and the parade of sinister characters...
Are you afraid? Like all the others?
This remains good fun and a nice reminder that not all thrillers of the 40s were suffused in shadow and stuffed with femme fatales.
What is it tonight, a sweepstake for zombies?
Incidentally, this is based on the French film Piège, which was also a musical, partly to accommodate star Maurice Chevalier. It was also the last French film of director Robert Siodmak before he relocated to Hollywood, and the Boris Karloff role was played by silent director and enfant terrible Erich von Stroheim. That one I can't find streaming anywhere, but the remake is definitely worth a watch.
You have ruined me.
Thanks for watching. For Karloff in his more familiar surroundings, check out our recent specials on the Universal Frankenstein series. What other non-horror films have you enjoyed Karloff in? Let us know in the comments below.